I stood there alone in this locker room and he undid my zipper. So I back up. I'm in my underwear. And back then, listen, you know, half Asian, that's my husband. He went straight down to his knees again, just like he came. He was always hooking up with older. She's just standing there. I really want the receipt to, you know, take off my pants. I'm back home. Hey, little sloths. I just got back home. I literally just got out of the car. I'm back home. Shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, we're back home. Shooby-doo, we're home. Hello, and this is hot and steamy, cause we're eating everything. We're back home eating everything. Yes, we are. I have so much food here. Hi, everyone. It's me. Hi, I'm still alive. Yes. Top comment. Why isn't this man dead yet? Because I exercise. And it's just water weight too. People think it's fat, but it's just water weight. I say it all the time. Buy my merch down below. Okay, okay. I actually have it's just water weight merch. But anyways, today we are feasting. So everyone loved my oh. Before I begin, I have a special announcement. The announcement is I have a special announcement coming out this week. Yay! It was supposed to come out yesterday or 2 days ago. When am I posting this? We're posting this like Monday. Sunday or Monday. Wait, what's today? I don't even know. I was supposed to post something on something on Saturday here on this channel, and we're having to like, the team has to like make a little more organization. You'll understand in a minute. It involves some other people, but it's the biggest announcement of my life. It is the most shocking, you're gonna be shook, shocking thing you're ever gonna see me do on this channel. And besides cry and shave my head, I swear, I promise. You guys are actually gonna love it. You're not gonna hate me. You guys are gonna love it, and I'm so excited and honored, but you'll find out later this week, so please stay tuned. Make sure you have the notification on. So, first and foremost, we are doing Arby's, and we have some mozzarella sticks, and I have some, cheesy curly fries, loaded curly fries, and I got my favorite potato wedges. And before you be like, ew, he went to the drive-thru, ew, they're all like room temperature now. I have a fryer, thank you very much, and I'm gonna fry everything, so I'm really excited. All right, Hardee's. In the title, I just might put Carl's Jr. because people know Carl's Jr. over Hardee's. It's the same restaurant. It's the same thing. East Coast is Hardee's, West Coast is Carl's Jr. I got some onion rings. Do you know they only have one size? I'm like, large. We have one size. So, oh, they fell in the bag. I'm like, that's kind of empty. So I got 2 things of onion rings. I got a cheeseburger. I got some chicken tenders, chicken fingers. And we'll have to take those onion rings out in a minute. Then I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's pretend this is from Buffalo Wild Wings. It's actually a gas station. It's kind of like 7-Eleven. But I did go to 7-Eleven. This is 7-Eleven right here. Oh. Here we go. Nachos. Chili cheese. Oh, one more. Here we go. Don't say anything about the water. It's just water weight. Okay, so this is from Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, my favorite. Deep fried cheese curds. Cheers with my Powerade because I need electrolytes because I ate too much sodium, which causes the water weight. And this has potassium, which gets rid of the water weight. All right, so now we have Olive Garden. Did I tell you the story? Oh, first story, they almost forgot my Alfredo sauce. That's a very scary story. Very, very bad. Bad hombre at Olive Garden. Well, actually, the hombre was nice. He was clearly not having it. He was like a busboy made to do this. Oh, here, Buffalo Wild Wings right here. These are better than Buffalo Wild Wings. These are their new appetizer. I tried it on my 3rd channel, I think. Make sure you check it out. I did trying Olive Garden's new Buffalo Wild Wings. They are boneless. They are so good. It's on their appetizer menu. These make my eyes roll back, and it comes with this delicious Alfredo. And it's not just your, it's not just your regular Alfredo, like what I dip my things into. It's like a nice garlicky, cheesy, nutmeg, cinnamon type. Like there's something amazing to this. So that's what they look like. Those are the Buffalo Wild Wings, boneless. So I'm really, really excited about that. So I might pin the title Buffalo Wild Wings because of, in honor of those cheese curds from the gas station. And also in honor of this. But from Olive Garden, no, I didn't get fettuccine alfredo. I know everyone's gonna think that's what I ate. Nope, today I got chicken parmesan. Ooh, just a little snack. I'm really hungry, but we're trying to watch the waste. I was actually gonna go to Subway. Okay, well, first let me show you. Here you go. There's the chicken parmesan on a bed of spaghetti. So you guys know, last week I did McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, Wendy's, blah, blah, blah. And people like to see when I combine all the fast food. So this is round 2. The fast food didn't make it into the first cut. And I thought about going to Subway and Dairy Queen and Checkers and all these other but it wouldn't even fit in the title. We have a limitation on here. So that's for round 3, so stay tuned. Excuse me, I'm just getting started. Chick-Fil-A, got the french fries. Now, I asked them to like make these well done. They refused to. They're like, oh, that takes too much time. We're not doing that. They said it's policy now. I didn't even know that. So good thing I have a fryer. We're gonna make those nice and crunchy. And I got 2. I got lots of sauces. And I also got some chicken nuggets, which are in this box, which you can't see, but they're in there. Is that everything? Oh. I also have leftover Jollibee. Ooh, french fries from, oh, this is what they forgot. The man forgot. They were talking and yapping. I was on the drive-thru. Hello, would you like to order? Yes. How can I help you? Yes. Would you like to order? Yes. That's me, you know, yes. I kept saying yes. Well, first a man answered, then a woman answered, then a man answered, then they kept passing the walkie-talkie. I thought I was being fooled. Tastes fine. I'm not really big into french fries. Also, in honor of Sonic, I got 2 things of mozzarella sticks. Oh, here's the other one. So we're gonna pretend this is from Sonic because I really want to put it in the title. Thanks, bye. Oh no, people don't like when I clickbait. Well, at least I'm honest. I tell you when I just want that title. Anyways, this is a very long introduction. Before I begin, to make it even longer, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, the Jollibee fried chicken. I also have Jollibee cheeseburgers and Jollibee chicken sandwiches. We are going all out, and let me tell you what. I am celebrating because I just got done finishing a live stream on YouNow. YouNow.com/Nikocado Avocado. That's where I go live streaming. YouNow.com. Or download the app, it's free. I know it's hashtag promoted, but they're not paying me to say this. This is where I go live streaming, okay? People live stream on YouTube. YouTube is not good for live streaming. It's delayed in comments. It takes like 5 minutes for them to see your comment because it's so backlogged. It has prizes. They get rewarded. They reward the top tippers, and you know how people tip on YouTube? Well, they tip on you now too. But it's even better. I get a better percentage. It just works out way better for everybody. But anyways, consider following me there. But this is what happened. Today I hit 2.2 million likes on my live stream. 2.2 million likes, which is the most I've ever had in my whole life. We got a world record for me. Blessed and honored. I am so thankful for the support, you guys. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to the 2 queens who made it possible. Now there's lots of other queens that come and go, and they really support the chat as well with their fellowship and their tips and their comments, but I would like to, oh, I don't think they like when I shout them out. Okay, they know who they are. I think one of them would want to be anonymous. Well, my queens, thank you for supporting me. Today I went all out and I'm celebrating with some good food. And I know it all looks sad right now, but we're gonna put it in the fryer, we're gonna air fry it, and I'm gonna eat this for you, okay? I got you. And thank you for having me. Having my back on the YouNow stream. So anyways, let me get everything set up. Let's snap my fingers. Let's make this look really pretty, because right now it looks mumbo jumbo fumbo fumbo. It looks mumbo jumbo, and we're gonna begin the show. Are you ready to eat with me? I'm excited. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Wow, we're back home. Shooby-doo, we're home. Hello, this is a feast. I am feasting today. Cheers, my little sloths, to a wonderful eating show. Ooh, look at my muscles. They're a little flabby right now, but that's just the water weight. But my muscles are underneath. Yes. Did you know, fun fact, Powerade Did you know that if you carry a little water weight, you're actually stronger than people who go to the gym? I read this on an article somewhere, and people who are carrying all the excess weight actually are building muscle if they're eating like quality proteins and stuff, which I do all the time. Cheers! I have quality muscles under here. It's very exciting, so let's get some.
Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back.
Very exciting, so let's get some Polynesian sauce. Mmm. You can't even see everything. My French fries. You can't even see everything. There's so much food here. Mmm. And there's food in here. There's food in here. Look. Jollibee. Oh my goodness. Crispy. Everything was fried at the same time. Mmm. Mmm. Delicious. Cheers, everyone. Okay, today we have to spill some tea. This is barbecue. At least I think it's barbecue. Oh, and I really have to try. Oh. This is the best thing in the world. Mmm. 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 I have to. Mmm. Mm-hmm. First of all, this is the best thing on God's green earth. This is Alfredo spicy chicken from Olive Garden. It's their appetizer menu, the thing I told you about in the intro. Mmm. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so good. I recommend this so hard. Is this overwhelming? I think it's overwhelming. There's just so much food here. No, this is for decoration, so that can go. So we can make room. Let's replace it. It's like Trump with his cabinet members. Kick one out, bring another one in. They're already lined up. Oh, this one got fired. You're fired. Here, this one comes. Yay! It's on thin ice though. Look at that. She's about to get fired too. Cheers to that. Ooh. Mm. They're all fired. I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer to me. I'm gonna make this easier to like see everything and get things organized. And we're gonna do thing by thing. Because I have a good story time for today and I'm totally like, there's just so much food. I'll be right back. Water weight, hey. Hot and steamy. Everything is steaming. Hopefully you can see the steam. It's very hot. Very, very hot. I got everything crunchified. My deep fried cheese curds, which are so good. Everything is steaming. These I just all air. You hear the fryer, don't you? Let's just put it all a big mountain. I know it's what. These are Carl's Jr. These are Carl's Jr. This is Carl's Jr. And we're mixing and matching, So yeah, you guys. I was supposed to come out with my surprise not too long ago. I was supposed to come out with it. And ouch, the reason why it's not here, again, is not my fault. I apologize. I know everyone was excited. I was really excited. But it's other people who are involved. Ooh, it's steaming. Let's not put my eyeballs there. But please stay tuned. This week, the biggest announcement of my YouTube career is coming out. I should probably go check on these mozzarella sticks and what else is in there? Oh, a Jollibee chicken. Yeah, this has to cool down anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There's just so much food to look at. They don't really get crunchy. These onion rings don't get crunchy. I don't know why. Here we go. Hot and steamy. Let's make some room. This is gonna burn my face off. Ooh. It's gonna be so good. And ouch, ouch, ouch. Here's another one. Hot and steamy. I love fried food. Cheers, everyone. Mmm. That's so good. Mayonnaise down here. I know. Breadstick from Olive Garden. It's a hot mess over here. But I have a lot of different foods. Ooh, that's hot. So, you know. Let me tell you what happened, though. When I went to Arby's, the rudest lady gave me such an attitude. I was about to call the manager. And I'm thinking like, oh, I don't want, ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't want to make a scene. But I love making a scene. Let's be real. Nikocado Avocado loves making a scene, doesn't he? If it's on my own channel, yeah. If I'm in my own house, away from civilization, yes. The best thing ever. Delicious. Oh. I don't even know where to put everything. Please excuse me. Alfredo sauce right here. Superb. I'm so happy. So this is what happened. I made my order. First, she didn't understand me. I said 4 potato wedges, which by the way, I'm saving for later today or tomorrow because there's no room. My potato wedges. And she didn't understand large from small, the difference. Chicken nuggets were in the same batch as the deep fried cheese balls. I said, a large, a 4-piece. You say a 3-piece, 4-piece, a large, please. Okay, a medium. I thought she was deliberately trying to play with me. I'm thinking like, are you having a bad day or something? Because I did not say medium. And I can understand if it's a word that sounds similar. No. Okay, a medium. I said, no, a 4-piece large. And she goes, yes, sir, 3-piece. I have it on the screen. And I'm like, 4-piece. 4-piece, please. 4-piece. Finally go up to pay. Goes like this. She doesn't even look at me because, you know, I'm driving. I look this way. She's this way. Don't look at my double chin. And she just went like this. Just put her hand out. She didn't even want to look at me or greet me. And this is her restaurant. So I haven't had this forever. This is Hardee's, aka Carl's Jr. That was a good chicken tender. Put some ranch on it. Ooh. That's good. Maybe because it's still hot. Where's my fork? Well, I have another one. Where'd my fork go? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with my stories and my life and my food. There's just too much food today. So anyways, I hand her the card. She just waits for it to like reach her fingernails were this long, by the way. Enjoy your fingernails. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the story. I haven't seen fingernails. This is still steaming like crazy. I haven't seen fingernails that long for my whole life. Can't even tell you the last time I've seen fingernails. Like 7 inches. Miss Attitude. I don't know what was going on. She wouldn't even look at me, wouldn't say hello, wouldn't greet me. Just went like this. And her fingernails went like this. It was like a crab. I hand her my card. Now this is where it gets interesting. She gives me the card back. I say thank you. There's no receipt. I say, can I have the receipt, please? She ignores me. She's just looking at her screen like this. I said, can I have the receipt, please? I'm like, am I speaking a different language? I really want the receipt. Hot and these are still steaming, so we're just gonna enjoy my cheese curds. Let's do my spicy chicken sandwich from Jollibee. Ooh, that looks delicious. Let's put it with some Alfredo. No ranch today, everyone. We have Alfredo from... Alfredo from Olive Garden. Oh my god. Tastes like butter. Wow. Let's try this now. This is still steaming, so I'll wait. Arby's. Yeah, this is where so I'm like, can I have the receipt? I said it like that. Can I have the receipt? I said please the first 2 times. I said hello, like, doesn't even look at me. Just keeps looking at the computer and goes like this. Hands it to me. I look at the receipt as I take my foot off the brake, so the car starts gliding. I'm like, let me look at this receipt. And I'm looking at the receipt, and I step on the brake as I was gliding. I'm like halfway between the pay window and the pickup window, which is not that far apart. And I'm like, medium potato cake. 3-piece medium potato cake. I look in my rear view mirror. I'm like, no one's behind me. Can I talk right now? Rear view mirror. No one's behind me. So I back up. Man, this is like a scene from a movie. I'm telling you, I'm so happy no one caught this. Because I was angry. I was polite though. She comes and makes a YouTube video. I was very polite. I was very polite. These cheese curds are the best thing ever. Oh. So. My window is still down. I haven't put the window up. Nothing. I just went back. Her window is closed. And she's just standing there, looking at the computer. I don't know what she's reading or pretending to read. And so I'm like, excuse me. Nothing. Now, I wasn't going to knock on the window, but I really want to. I just said, excuse me. The window opens, and then she finally looks at me and she goes, what you need? I said, I ordered a 4-piece potato cake. Large potato cake. The receipt says 3-piece. And then she goes, I just did what you said, sir. Do we have a problem? I just did what you said. I just did what you said. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue. Okay, these are good. Let's do this one. Find her. Where? Here you are. So, I have to give her my card all over again. She has to... It's not like she was typing an essay. Because all I heard was the nails. I'm like, are you working on that English paper for second period? Or are you ringing up a large potato cake? That's what I was thinking. Second period homework, you gotta do it at home. Don't do this at work. I mean, all you have to do is like, I think it's obviously touch screen because she kept touching it and tap, 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 tap. The nails were this long, I swear. She could, it was like a tiger. Like could slash someone. Beep, 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 beep. And maybe I was upset and so it feels like it was a whole minute, but it felt like a whole minute. Maybe it was 25 seconds, which is long for going beep, beep, beep. Maybe 30 seconds. And that's not just of waiting, that's of constant. She was going back, but I didn't look, but I heard. She was probably back next. Just type it. She must have been having a terrible day. I don't know what happened to her, but she took it out on me. Deliberately trying to make my order messed up. So then she gives you a new receipt, doesn't apologize, hands me my card back, says nothing. No apology. That's it. I'm gonna write a letter telling them what happened. Because I shouldn't even have to pay for that difference of 20 cents. Because then I go to pick up the food, and guess what? Oh, we're still waiting on your mozzarella sticks. Oh, we're still waiting on something. There's 2 things I was waiting on, including the potato cakes. Just pull around to the front, we'll bring it outside. I hate when they do that. Do you ever go through the drive-thru and they make you pull around? This must be the world's hottest spaghetti because it's still steaming, but that's okay. We like it hot. I hate when they do that. The point I'm going to the drive-thru so there's no delay. I don't know. And I can understand, like, I can understand if you order a lot. Like when I did the 100 chicken nuggets challenge. Yeah, I'll pull over to the side. Or if I'm doing like, you know, 5 Big Macs, 4 large fries. Yeah, I'll put it aside. But all I got from here was mozzarella sticks, potato cakes, and this. This is what they had ready, I guess. They didn't give me anything. They said pull around. I'm telling you, every time I do this, something's wrong. They have to huff and puff, walk outside. Are they paid extra because they have to do exercise? I don't know. But I hate this. Is that empty? No. And again, my windows are down. It's starting to get like cooler at night, like 70. Oh no, is this still hot? Oh wow, hot and steamy because we're eating mozzarella sticks. Where's that marinara? Where's that marinara? Oh, it's right here. I have to do this cheeseburger down here. I kind of want it with ranch. Don't judge. Me? Judge Nikocado? Never. So I'm waiting. My windows are rolled down, remember? A car pulls up next to me. It's a man and a woman. Their windows are rolled down. Again, awkward. So I'm having my phone. I'm just on my phone, on my lap. And over here, this couple. And they're like, every time we go to the drive-thru, they always make it like, this is just, like 1 cheeseburger, like really? Like 1 cheeseburger, like really? I'm making me pull around for a cheeseburger? Like, they're not happy either. So I'm waiting. Then someone, I see my rear view mirror, which I can say right now, is walking out of the restaurant. I'm like, oh, yay, finally. And they go to the car next to me. Yep. And I'm there like, I was here before them. Well, then I started justifying it in my head. Well, they got a cheeseburger. It's okay, they only got a cheeseburger. Here, let's try this. This is why I needed to cheer me up. Did something fall on the floor? That was just the Tower of Pisa coming down. I never liked fried chicken growing up. Never. It was never my thing. Now I love it. Now people know to get to my heart. All you gotta do is take me to Jollibee. That deep fried crunchy chicken, greasy. So I'm waiting around. Finally, a man comes out, walking like this. Dragging his feet, shoulders slumped. There's no hip in his parade. He's ready to go home. First of all, it's like, what time is it? It's past rush hour, but it's just starting to get dark. So I wouldn't say 6. 7? No, 7. Yeah, 7 something. Maybe closer to 8. Because between 7 and 8. Maybe his shift's almost over. Maybe he had a long day. Maybe rush hour after work. It was terrible. Well, it is a Saturday night, so everyone goes out on Saturdays. Yeah, traffic everywhere, which, you know, is normal. You're like, Nick, why are you acting like you're surprised? Well, I never leave the house, so that's why. I love fried chicken. Never liked it before, but now I love it. So here comes my order, schlepping on over. And this is what I did. This is why I said, good thing no one's watching. My window's rolled down, and I'm like, hi. He's like, is this your order? Before he can finish, you know when you're like, and oh, he's like, hi, this is, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Can you stay here for a moment? I just want to make sure everything's here. And I'm going through, I'm like, taking things out of the bag. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, thank you so much. I was like speaking loudly, but like sternly. So he's like, what's going on? I was like, thank you so much, but just wait right here, okay? I actually have to check something. Don't go anywhere. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything's here. Thank you. Because if something wasn't there, we'll go like this. Stay right. Thank you so much. Please stay right here. I have to go through 1, 2, 3. There's not. Give me my potato cake. That's how it would have gone. Which I don't even have here in front of me because, again, there's no room and I'm saving that for tonight. I'm filming another video tonight, but... Fried food stays hot. I almost say cold. Stays hot. Try to do a long pull well. So can you believe that? Maybe you kind of like, yeah. Nikki, Bill, this is why we watch you eat fast food and we don't go out and do it ourselves, because it is not fun. Okay, let's have some more of this. Should be cooled down by now. Oh, I was gonna take a bite of this. Let's do both. Delicious, very cheesy. Wow, this is a lot of that is a huge piece of chicken. Let's do this one. Big bites or go home. You know you want some. Oh, you know you want some. This alfredo dip is heavenly. My nachos. No, my nachos. I'm not even a big nacho person to begin with. But I am a breadstick person. Warm breadstick. Oh good, didn't spill any meat. I always spill something. So that was my experience at Arby's. Now, do I write them a letter? Oh, and then I went to Olive Garden. Again, it's popping because it's Saturday night. It was an older woman. She was a host. She had short orange hair, spiky, with glasses. Not very, like, warm and fuzzy when you walk in, for sure. I mean, she wasn't rude. But when she spoke, it was like she was a teacher scolding you. Type of like, hi, can I help you? Hi, yes, I'm picking up my order for Nikocado Avocado. I called in. Paid online. They said we'll be ready at 7. It's now 7:20. Just here to pick it up. She goes like this. She has like an earphone in. She goes, Nikocado here is to pick up food. He says it was ready at 7. That's it. No, hi, or thank you, or just wait 5 minutes. They'll be right out. Thank you so much, or have a seat on the waiting area. No, that's it. She's like looking toward the floor because she's on her headphone. Hi, Nicocado's here for his food. He said it was ready at 7. That's it. And then other people came in to like be seated. She was the host. And I met, there was a really cute guy, Latino. I like Latinos. A really handsome Latino guy with very tight jeans on. I was like, oh, yes. Am I allowed to say that? Or is this like, you're being targetive? I'm complimenting someone. Calm down. I wish these had crunch, but they don't. No crunch. You know who has the best onion rings? And these were fresh too. And I just fried them. Maybe they need to be fried longer. The best onion rings, guys, if you want a good tasting onion ring, go to Red Robin. That's my favorite. But or Fuddruckers. They taste very homemade. They're pretty good. Anyways, a Latino guy came out. He was like, what do you say? Oh, party of 5. Like, not, hi, welcome to Olive Garden. How are you? Can I help you? You know, how many? Was usually what the host says when you're walking in. How many? Wants to know how many chairs to get ready for you. Wipe down the counters. Scooby-Doo. Scoobity-poopity. Poopity, scoopity. Anyways, nothing. He's like, 5, please. Wait over there. There's a long line. Maybe she was back. It was popping. I mean, people were standing up against the door, up against the hallway. All the seating areas were full. The line went into the bathroom. Holy moly. There's a lot of people. I hate drinking out of styrofoam. Once I get toward the end, I hear, ooh, you guys know it's a phobia of mine. I can't do it. Let's do, oops. It go on me. It did go on me. Someone sent me a bib. And then come on over and help me finish these cheese balls. Well, those are the nuggets. Here are the cheese balls. Then a man comes out. I was standing for a good 5-6 minutes. If you've ever been to Olive Garden, I really shouldn't be complaining. This is delicious. I'm just talking about my day. I'll make it fast because I don't want to complain the whole video. But people like my complaining videos, apparently. It's just what happens when you go out on Saturdays. It's busy, it's backed up, the people are working very hard. I should stop. I actually didn't care about the Olive Garden. That was what I actually understood. I mean, waiting for the guy, because here's the thing. If you've ever been to Olive Garden, when you go to pay, or no, the pickup to go area, it's a counter on the side. They put them in like grocery baskets, like shopping baskets that you shop with, grocery shopping. And they put all the to-go orders in there because they come in these cute little black plastic plates and stuff with lids. And they stack them up and they bag it in front of you. That's their policy, I think. At least they do it in this, my Olive Garden. They bag it up in front of you. Any guys work at Olive Garden? Well, a guy came out and the way he was speaking and the way he was looking either told me, A, this is not his normal position, but the person who normally does it isn't there, or it's so busy, they're on the floor, there's so many to-go orders, and he's just filling in for her. Like the boss made him do it. So he's kind of like not very... Well, then again, the host wasn't very either, so everyone's in a bad mood. So either that or it's been a long day. Again, I came around 7. Arby's was after Olive Garden, so when I said 7:30, it was 7:30. Oh. Shrimps. Guy comes out. I only have 2 things, remember? This and this. Oh, my soup. There's no room. Came with the soup. I only got 2 breadsticks, but oh well. I only got 1, whatchamacallit, entree. But I've had these before. I've raved about them. I'm like, I want to do it for today's video. I want to go grand. You guys, I'm doing today's video to, well, not replace, but to stand in for the video that was supposed to come out. The huge surprise. And I'm like, I'm supposed to post it in like toward the end of the week. I'm like, I'm not going to post for the whole week. I only post once or twice a week on my main channel anyway, but still, I was very excited. So I'm like, let me just feast. I had a good day on you now. Anyways, so I've had these before, and I know they come with Alfredo. That's what they're called. And I look and there's no Alfredo. And I look at the bag, I'm like, hi, these are supposed to come with Alfredo, right? And he opens up the lid, he's like, oh, yep. He goes to his walkie-talkie. Hey, Allison, you know the appetizer that has the Alfredo sauce? Can you bring me one of those small cups of Alfredo to the front, please? I forgot it for one of my guests, or something like that. And I said, thank you. In the meantime, there's a conga line behind me. People are ready to take their to-go orders. Thank God I paid online, because it would have been put your card and make the tip. Oh, the machine doesn't work. Get your receipt. Good thing I paid online. You save all that trouble and all that, like, embarrassment. What if you were going to tip well and then you didn't like your service, so you tip low? You kind of don't want to stand there and do that in front of them. I'd rather do it online. So, anyways, he's helping the other people behind me who are getting their to-go orders. I'm just standing there. Allison doesn't come. He makes another thing. He's like, hello. And he said kind of under his breath, I'm telling you, this guy wasn't supposed to work this job. If he was, I don't know how he got hired, because he was like very like, everything had a remark. Everything had an under comment, like under his breath type of comment. You know, people like that, kind of like the Arby's lady, if she could talk. That's kind of how I imagine her. If she could talk, everything would be like, well, just paid her enough. Well, my little manager is that. Just everything is an exasperation. Everything is, we just have to talk about it, and we have to say it out loud because I can't hold it in like a, 12-year-old. That's what he was doing. He's like, oh, jeez, Allison. Hey, yo, you hear me? Jeez. I'm just standing there. The orange hair, short hair, mean manager lady, host, is just sitting at her table. What you need? How many? Stand over there. Like, this is not a friendly Olive Garden. Finally, Allison comes out, gives me my sauce, I go in my car. So I'm just like, oh. But this was before Arby's. Arby's took the cake for the worst treatment. Just, it felt so deliberate. I mean, I speak English, she knows English. I said, for large. Large doesn't sound like medium. That's two whole different syllables. I can understand like five or fry. Those sound very similar, probably on like a little speaker. Five, fry, five, fry, five, fry, five, fry. Like, make it distorted, same syllable, same beginning word. Yeah. Medium. Large. Don't sound the same. It was so deliberate. I'm gonna send an email to Arby's and link them this video. And then at the drive-thru at Hardee's, aka Carl's Jr., I have they forgot my fries. Here's the thing, everyone says check your food in the drive-thru before you drive away. Well, they hand you your bag, and if you start going through the stuff, the person behind you starts beeping. And I always get nervous. I'm a very courteous person. I'm very observant of people around me. I don't like to hold people up. I want to make sure I'm taken care of properly, but I don't want other people to have to suffer for it, even if it wasn't my fault. It's my transaction. So they hand me my food, and I always check now before leaving the parking lot. But I don't always check before leaving the window. Because again, there's a line behind me, and it's Saturday night, and they're gonna see that. Here's the thing though, I should check. Because there's many times where I'm waiting for my food, they hand me a bag, but there's 2 more on the way. The person behind me doesn't know that. They don't know if more are on the way or that was my only bag. So I can take my bag, look real quick, count, eyeball for 10 seconds. That's why I always get my receipt first. I don't want it stuck in the bag. I want to look at it, memorize what's on the receipt. Taco, Crunchwrap Supreme, 2 sodas. Taco, Crunchwrap Supreme, where I count the items. Okay, 10 items. When I open the bag, I should be able to count 10 different things. And I rehearse it in my head, literally, before the food comes out. And they hand me the bag. Hi, is everything is more on the way? They say, that's everything. My instinct is to take my foot off the brake and start gliding through so the next person pick up their food. I just need to be like, okay, just one moment. Or just not even say anything. Be like, thank you. Let them go. They're not gonna watch me. They're gonna go back inside their walkie-talkie, make their orders, talk to their coworkers. I'm gonna go through my bag as quickly as I can and make sure what's in there. Well, I didn't do that for Hardee's, Carl's Jr. And I had this feeling because I got passed from person to person. I went from headset to headset for every item I added to the list. First, I told you, a man answers, I'm saying, yes, I have chicken, which were good. Where are they buried under here? They're somewhere in here. Where is the other? I think I ate them. There was only 3. Oh, let's try my cheeseburger. Wow. I think I got too much food. I was excited. This is a cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. That's a 1/4 pounder. Let's try another bite. Oh. Oh. Mmm. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm joking. Could you imagine if I did that? Mmm. Like some people. Some people. That's disgusting. Wow. I mean, they're not really known for the... And don't you say, oh, well, because it's not right out of the drive-thru. It's been a good half an hour. Let's try this Jollibee fried chicken. Mmm. Okay. That's still delicious. Everything from Jollibee is good. There's nothing from Jollibee that's not good. And I wish they were paying me to say that, because I would say it even louder for the people in the back. That's my favorite place these days. Mm. You see what I mean? Like, okay, what's their excuse? Like, listen, you can get a nice burger from Orland, my husband, who makes the best burgers. Oh, he is such a good cook. Anything homemade. You go to a cookout, 4th of July, those burgers you could keep on your counter for a couple hours and take a bite a few hours later and it's still gonna be perfect. These, they crystallize. These that were frozen, already made, reheated. Ugh. Wow. That was a big letdown. But I liked their, you heard my little crunchy chicken tenders, which I ate all of. We're gonna keep going for these. Mmm. Cheese curds. So yeah. I'm gonna put the cheese curds in my alfredo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell me you want this. I'll give it to you. Everyone right now, put a cheese emoji in your comment. Make a comment right now. Write cheese. And I'll know you made it this far. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Oh, I was gonna say something. Shoot. I was gonna say something really important. I was just... Oh my god, I lost it. And here's the thing. Before people say, oh Nick, you shouldn't say anything. You eat for a living. You're just ungrateful. I did those jobs, okay? And I'm one of those person that does a good job, whatever job I have. Yeah, I eat now for a living. How fun. But I didn't always. And I did a good job at, I think, I don't care what you're doing. You should do a good job at all your jobs. My job is to entertain you and eat a lot of food. And I do it. And I'm committed. And I come back every day, rain or shine. Even if I'm having a meltdown, I'll still put the camera on for you. Like, I didn't have, my feet hurt at the retail store, or I had rude customers at my restaurant. I almost said the name of it. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I kind of want to keep that private. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had a little fling with the cook. Well, let me tell you that story. Oh, so... So, you know, okay, well, the battery's gonna die. I'm gonna get a new battery. I'm gonna tell you how I had a little fling with my cook at my restaurant. Ooh. Be right back. Hi, I am back. Cheers with our pinkies up because I know I'm looking in the viewfinder like a narcissist. Did you know what a viewfinder is? So it's not really a viewfinder. Well, it's a flip screen. So it's a camera, the screen flips upwards so that when you're in front of the camera, you can see yourself. It's like a mirror. And so it's, see my eyes? That's where I'm looking. I'm looking into your soul right now. Now I'm looking at myself. So if my eyes go up, I'm checking on the focus, I'm checking on the lighting, checking on the balance, checking on myself. But hi, I'm back. Pinkies up because we got to be classy with this story. So I didn't know that I had an attraction for Latino people until I worked at this restaurant. Now this is in Washington, D.C. and a very nice area. Very shishi area. There's not too many shishi areas of Washington, D.C. With a lot of like fine restaurants. So you could probably narrow it down, but I'm not gonna say where. And my first crush, I had a few crushes at this restaurant. The first one was the host. And I can't tell what type of Latino he is. I don't know if it's like Argentinian Latino, Chile Latino, Mexican Latino, Puerto Rican Latino, Venezuelan Latino, Belize Latino, Guatemalan, well, I don't know. I don't even know which he was. And I know would offend some people, like, oh, you should know. You know, it's like Asians. You don't want to be like, oh, that's, or you're Asian, or, oh, are you Korean? And they're really Thai. They're gonna be like, I'm not Korean. How would you even think that? You know, like, or are you American and you're really Canadian? You'd be like, I'm not American, I'm Canadian. Like, people take such pride in their nationality. So some people take offense to it, hardcore. I don't think that's something to take offense to. If someone says I look European, I'll say, well, okay, I probably come from there somewhere in my roots. Or, you know, you look like you're Latino. You look like you're from Spain, like that type of Latino. Or that's Latino or Hispanic. Well, Spaniards went and colonized South America. So it's mixtures of the natives and the Spanish. Anyways, the point is, you can't really tell where anyone's from looking at them. You might think you can, but you really can't. All right, I mean, you don't know. And some of them might be a little more obvious or clear of a region they're from. But in today's day and age where everyone's mixing and there's just so many people that we're getting to know with social media and TV and everything, like, you see a lot of different people. The point is, don't get mad that I don't know what type of Latino he was. I just know he was Latino. But wow. He was short. Oh my god, he was so cute. My husband's not here, so, well, even if he was behind the screen, he probably don't care. I'm allowed to have a crush. What am I supposed to not be human because I'm married? Well, we exchanged numbers, but we never did anything. We never even saw each other outside of working, and I really wanted to. I don't think he was really into me. He gave me his number though, but I don't think he was too. He didn't pursue. But he was a workaholic. He used to work time and a half, and he had another job being a host at another restaurant. So he's probably just always working. Oh, what was his name? Start with a G. Guillermo. He had a nickname that wasn't his, because I found him on Facebook. Well, he friended me and I friended him. Or maybe I just friended him because I was like, oh my god, a creeper. I was like, well, he gave me his number, okay? And I probably typed in his number and his profile came up. I don't remember how it went, but I remember seeing his name and be like, that's not the name he goes by at the restaurant. So his real name was different from his, well, Gio. Gio. His name was Gio. Was he Latino or was he Italian? This is a terrible story. This is a terrible story. Let's just pretend he's Latino, okay? I really liked it. The end. Well, so at this restaurant, you come in your regular clothes, and then they have the locker rooms. They have the men's and the women's. And you're supposed to change into your restaurant attire, which is polished black shoes, dress pants that are ironed. They had an ironing board in case you didn't iron them yourself. You had to iron it. Our shirts with our logo, an apron, whatever. Oh, I have so many stories. I have so many stories about this locker room. Oh my God, you guys ready? Shh, there's no children here, right? I was how old? 19? Barely legal. It was so much fun. Okay, listen, shh, okay, are you ready? Well, the first thing is, you know, I'm gay, so I'm attracted to the same sex. Second thing is, Washington, D.C. has a lot of gay people there. Okay. Well, that doesn't really matter, and it doesn't really matter if I'm gay. It doesn't matter if there's gay people in the world, because gay people are everywhere. Well, there's a lot of gay people at this restaurant. That's all you need to know. Like, I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3. I think the other might have been bisexual. He flirted with everyone. I think he was just desperate for anything. So let's say 4. And how many servers were there on my shift? 10. Oh, males? 4. We were all gay. Pretty much. Okay, there's one straight one. Oh, and there's this other guy who liked older women. He was like my age. He was like, no, he was a little bit older. I think he was 21, 22. And he was always going to hook up with like 40, 50-year-old women. Like always telling us about it. And showing us photos on his phone. Like, look, I'm getting with this woman tonight. This MILF. And we're like, you know, like 55. 55-year-old women, I see what you're doing out there. You're doing my coworkers who are 27 or 22 or early 20s, okay? He was a grad student, so it must have been 22. Okay, let's stick on the story. There's lots of stories to tell about this locker room. The first one is the cook. The cook was Mexican. A lot of the cooks were Mexican. And there was a head cook that spoke English and would, you know, converse with the boss and the manager and then translate to all the cooks who only knew Spanish. So there's one cook. Every time I go in the locker room to, you know, take off my pants, I'm in my underwear. And back then, let me tell you, I wore some nice underwear, okay? And it's not like lacy thongs. It's just, it's like this big. I don't know, I was comfortable with them. I was very happy with my shape back then. I was very slender. I wasn't bony. This was before I went vegan, okay? Vegan days were bony, we know. But this is before I was vegan. I was just slender. I think I was vegetarian with lots of binges. No. That was, oh, this is why I started experimenting with vegan and had lots of binges because I couldn't. Oh my God, they had these honey glazed little pastry things, and like after a long shift on your feet for 9 hours, they bring back all the food for us to eat because they're like, either you eat or it goes into the trash. And I'm like, starving, free food. These are like so expensive. It's a shishi restaurant. And I ate all these things, but they had honey on them. That was the only thing that wasn't, and I remember asking my manager, I'm like, Sarah, are these vegan? She's like, no, they have honey. They're not for you. As she turns the tray and puts it this way for all the other hungry servers, closing at like midnight, okay, on our feet for 6 hours. Terrible. I did double shifts back then. Oh, this is how I afforded my laptop, my $2,000 laptop. My $2,000 laptop is because I used to work nonstop at this restaurant. Anyways, oh, they were so good. They had honey, but I didn't care. I was so hungry. Oh my God. But anyway, get back to the story. So we have to change, right? And I wore these really cute little underwear. And so I walk on in. There's people in there getting ready. It was like a gym locker room. People are like taking off their clothes and da-da-da. And I walk on in, and there's that cook. He's Mexican. He's like a daddy, but not old daddy, but like dad bod, like chubby, with chubby boobs. Oh, I was so excited. And he must have been like 30, 35, probably early 30s, 10 years older than me. And every time I would go to change, I would just say hello. He'd be like, hola. And I'd be like, oh, okay, Spanish. I don't know what he's saying. I didn't even know hola back then. I probably figured it out. I'm like, oh, hello. You know, I'm just all a little shower. Like, do. You guys would love to see me back then. I was just like this little thing. Anyway, so I started taking off my clothes and took off my jeans, I suppose. And I had my short green, lime green underwear. I wonder if I still have it. Probably not. This big. And he's next to me, right? And I remember it so clearly. His pants are off, and he's wearing boxers, but he has like a long button-down dress shirt that covers it. So almost like he's wearing nothing. And I'm just kind of peering over, and I'm like, hi. And he's like this, literally, you're me, okay? He was like this. And his friends around him started laughing like, oh, oh, get it, and he just kept looking at me while everyone was laughing and like hitting his shoulder. And I'm just there in my lime green cute patootie underwear. I'm just like, hola. Oh, there's another gay guy there. Oh, there's 2 more gay guys I'm thinking of. Okay, well, this is the cook. The cook was into me. I never got with the cook, never got the cook's number. I think the language thing kind of made it not work. And also, he didn't say anything. He didn't say it, but he would always stare at me. And every time, So the waiters have to go and get the items and give them to the people in the restaurant sitting down eating their food. So someone orders a cheeseburger. I have to go back to the kitchen, pick it up from the counter. When they're cooking it, they put it on the counter with the tag. I get the tag. Oh, that's for my table. I take it and I give it to the bitch. Well, yes, we call them those things. Every time I would go get a plate and he was the one cooking, or he was in the vicinity, he'd look up to me and be like, is playing with fire, baking his steak, and he'd be like, and his friends and the head cook, the one that would translate to the managers and the bosses that would, you know, talk to them, he like, you're me, I'm him. He's like, and the manager's over here like, oh, oh. Everyone knew that this cook wanted me. I made no moves. He made no moves other than stare me down. I should have just like grabbed him in the locker room. But I mean, I was 20, 21, 19. I think I was 19. I wasn't going to do that. But that was really fun. It was very fun to flirt. I felt good to have someone think I was cute, to wink at me, and it made my job exciting. Here's the thing, when you're doing these mundane jobs like doing mukbangs and talking to a camera, you need something exciting in your life. Like eating junk. No, I'm joking. Okay, this is really exciting job. Don't you even. Okay. Trust me, I'm excited. I love what I do. I get to shave my head and cry and do whatever I want. But, yeah, at the restaurant, it gets annoying dealing with people who need their thing refilled and they don't like it. You have to take it back and complain to the cook about they didn't like it, make another one. Again, I'm very appreciative of my job because I've had so many others that, well, there's pros and cons to everything. I have to deal with haters and getting fat and diabetes, but you know, every job has its pros and cons. But, yeah, so, yeah, that never happened, but it made my job feel really good. Now there's another guy. Let's talk about the guy who was just a little bit older than me by 3 or 4 years or so. Let's call him Harold. I remember his name too. He went to GW University. He was a grad student. He had just started. So he was like 22, 23. He was always hooking up with older women, and he was cute. I think out of all the guys at the restaurant, he was the most attractive, but I never really like fantasized about him as I would about the other people sometimes. I'm just being real with you. How real can I be before you judge? Okay, no other mukbanger talks like this, so enjoy it, okay? You're not gonna hear Beloves talking about, you know, having her fantasize about other people, okay? I can't help it. I say what I say. Now, listen, so, and the reason is because he was so out of my league. That's the thing, like I never, you know, like some people are so pretty, they're ugly to you. You know what I mean? Like, they're so attractive, it's so out of my league that I kind of block your attractiveness out, and you're just a coworker. I'm like, hey Steve, what's going on? I don't even like get all bubbly and giggly of you because I know I have no chance, so why bother? I like the guy that's probably not like, and it's not that the other people were uglier. That's a really mean word to say. They didn't have that look, that sharp jawline that looked like walked on a runway. Some people, to be honest, aren't attracted to the runway look, the sharp jawline and perfect eyes. I actually like people to have one crooked tooth. Please have one nipple that points down, okay? I don't want perfect. I want a little messed up because that's sexier to me. So anyways, he was so attractive that he didn't attract me, if that makes sense. But anyways, yeah, he was always talking about, oh, I'm getting this woman, oh man, and pull out his phone, and he told me, and then I remember he told me and 2 other guys when we were folding napkins to get ready for our shift, he was just like, I've always had a thing for older women, and they like me, so it works out, and I gotta just explore their bodies, and and they're so happy because I'm young, and And it was like, I only worked there for a year or so. And I think there's a good 5 or 6 women, new women, that he was getting with that were 40, 50. So if you're 40 or 50, don't you worry. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And you might find someone out there. Oh my God. It's true. Oh, but here's the weird thing. I caught him staring at my package while I was changing. Straight up staring. You know, you can be discreet, kind of like peek, or like you pretend you have to look at the clock, and before you look at the clock, you glide your eyes across the room very slowly, like, I have to look at the clock. Oh, yeah, there's the package. Oh, yeah, it's 9 p.m. Let me look back my way. Get one more. Oh, yeah, there's the package. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's someone behind me that I haven't seen for years. I want to make sure it's them. What's behind me that I could pretend like I'm looking at? You know, the sign. Let me go read the sign. That's what you do. He didn't do that. Like I would do, other people would do to me, vice versa. That's normal in the locker room. You're kind of peeking, but not making it. He literally would be like this. Staring right here. Right here. Staring. He would stare right here. Right there. And I never ever said anything. And now in hindsight, now that I'm married, I'm like, I should have said like, do you like what you see? I don't know. I didn't have the balls back then. When you're 19, I was so shy. I'm still pretty shy now. Like I'm very confident on camera, but it's funny. I'm more confident on camera. Maybe it's because it's just me and you, even though there's, you know, 100,000 people watching this. I'm more confident on camera than, because in person, I think even now, I don't know if I would say anything, but I always blocked him out. But what if he just wanted to taste? What if he just wanted to try? Maybe he just wanted to see how exciting. Oh. Well, someone else did taste and see. So you're not supposed to have your phone when you work on the floor, serving people these spaghettis. Well, I did, because there's a guy who was a, so this wasn't a chain, but they had like 2 or 3 locations in Washington, D.C., maybe 5. They had a few, maybe it was just 1. I don't know. I know there was more than 1 location of this. Wow, people are gonna narrow it down. It doesn't matter. This was 10 years ago, so. So there was a guy who worked at the other location on the other side of the city, and he would be a transfer or a fill-in for one of his friends, or just anyone who was looking to pick up hours to get some extra work. So he'd come to my restaurant. This guy was a Southern boy. Thick Southern accent, blue eyes, blonde hair, a little scraggly, like shaggy looking, but handsome. Slender, pretty skinny, but not bony. Again, you know, I'm walking into that locker room. Here comes Nikocado, Avocado. Hey, I'm here to change. The cook probably, I don't remember anyone there. It was just me and him. Oh, no. Let me give you a backstory.
Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back.
Oh, no. Let me give you a backstory, because that me and him thing, okay, that was arranged because we were texting on the floor and we're not supposed to have your phone. But okay, so I first met him like, oh, hi. Oh, I know his name. I shouldn't say it though. Let's call him Sandwich. Hi, Sandwich. My name's Nikocado. Hi, Sandwich. And he'd be like, the first thing he said to me, now this was a confident Southern boy. He shook me and grabbed my other hand and said, well, aren't you a fine looking fellow? And I was just like, shivers down my spine. Oh. Well, aren't you a fine looking fellow? And I was just like, yes. I was so like, oh. And I don't ever go for blondes and blue eyes. I usually never look at them and be like, ooh. I mean, this video's a train wreck. I usually don't do that. I honestly, it's usually dark features I'm more into. I'm actually really into ethnic. I love Latinos and Asians are my favorite. But I like everything actually. I'd do anything. But if I had to rank, the blonde hair, blue eyes men would be at the bottom of the list. I never crave. I don't know. It's attraction. You can't help it. So, but I liked being liked. And he wasn't unattractive, that's for sure. And so we were flirting. Eventually we got each other's numbers. Eventually we got each other's Facebooks. Eventually we like talked a little bit outside the restaurant. Oh yeah, I remember one time we both closed together. It was like 1 in the morning, Saturday night, closing down the bar. And oh, he was able to bartend too, that's right. So he would do bartend and do the floor with the regular food. So it was a bar and a restaurant. And we were closing together, and there's like 5 other people. Everyone's gone. The manager's there washing over the... Poor managers. They have hard jobs at restaurants. How much does a manager at a restaurant make a year? Might depend what restaurant. This was a fancy-ass restaurant, so they might make a good, you know, something good. $80,000 or something. I mean, something worth it, you know. Yeah. But he and I remember I was going to take the subway back home, and he was going to take this... Someone was going to pick him up. Yeah, I think someone was... I just remember sitting outside the restaurant with him, me and him under a street light, just chatting. It was dark. It was like 1 in the morning. I was waiting for him for his ride, because I could have just taken the subway. I could have just said bye-bye, but I wanted to like get to know him. So we got to know each other. Oh, he smoked cigarettes. I didn't like that. So he was probably smoking too. Let me tell you the story. So we got to know each other. We were talking. We exchanged numbers. He was flirtatious. I probably flirted back. Well, one time, he was like, Nick, I'm going to be there on Saturday to fill in for Bobby. And, I started my shift first. He came a few hours later. And I remember I had my phone on me on vibrate in my pocket. And it was me, and this was like lunch hour and getting ready for dinner in between. And I remember, I don't want to say her name. I remember everyone's real names. We have to make French Fry. French Fry, she was a really funny girl to work with. She was really cool. She was very like hip. She had glasses. She had long brown hair. She was into like meditation and weed and dream catchers and rock bands. She was like a cool chick with glasses. Loved to read. And my phone was buzzing because he had just arrived. I was like serving someone or doing something. And he sent me a text, and I read the text, and it was just like, come to the locker room so I can... I won't say the rest on camera. And I'm like, French Fry, come here, come here, come here. And we're up at the little corner where you're supposed to get like napkins and silverware to restock the tables. And I'm like, I show her the text. I'm like, he's in the locker room. She's like, go, I'll take care of your table. Go, but don't take too long. I'm like, okay. I'm being paid by the hour. Well, it's like $2 an hour as a waiter, but I'm still on the clock. I run into the locker room. The manager, I remember, we had lots of different managers, but she was there at her desk on the computer. Ooh, I like snuck right, because you had to pass her office to go to the locker room. And remember, it was like lunch hour, so not that many people were on the floor, not as many people were there. It's more of a dinner place, but he was getting ready for the dinner hours. So there was no one in the locker room. You guys, I walked on in, and the first thing he did, his shirt was off. And I remember he had his black shorts on and his black shoes. I had my apron and all my gear. And his shirt was off, and he came up to me and he glided his hands around my body like this, like he was like, hey. And he started kissing. And I'll never forget the smoker taste. If you're a smoker too, then I guess it kind of cancels out. You know what I mean? Like if I just eat an onion cheeseburger and Orlin eats an onion cheeseburger and we kiss, I'm not so bothered, and neither is he, because we both have onion in our mouth. But I'm not a smoker. I wasn't back then, and so I was just like, oh. But nonetheless, I do remember that, but it didn't turn me off because I got turned on. I didn't get turned off. I actually went on. And he knew. And I did one of the riskiest things ever. I stood there alone in this locker room. He went down on his knees. Was on his knees. Pulled my apron up. I kind of held on to it because it kind of went below our, crotch area. And he undid my zipper, pulls it out, and goes to town. in the middle of the locker. My female manager used to walk in often just to be like, come on, boy, like, hey, new shift. She used to come in as she pleased, which I didn't like because she was a female. But she used to just like poke her head in to see who's in there, who's clocked in. She could have poked her damn head in at any moment. There's a male manager too. I don't know if he was there. I just remember her being there. He might have been there. But he also like helped do the bar. It was a very, very busy restaurant. And it was so exciting. And it was just 1, 2, 3 really quick, you know, there was no like explosions, ooh, you know, 20 minutes going on. It was just like lick, 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 lick. Okay, put it back. Wow. Gets even better because I didn't even bother asking if he had a boyfriend. Because usually, like, people don't flirt with you that heavily if they are with someone. Or they're with someone, it's allowed to do, you know, people have their own rules. So it didn't even occur to me to ask him and wonder, you know, are you in a relationship? What's going on? And it was just spur of the moment. And I was just feeling daring, and I was so happy. It was really exciting. And then a couple months goes by, probably, don't know the time frame, but it was after this first moment of us in the locker room. And I was playing violin at a musical. I was playing violin at a musical. I was the solo violinist, and the concert hall was in the vicinity of the restaurant. No, not the, yes, kind of, but more of his house. And again, I don't remember him telling me ever that he was with someone, that he had a boyfriend, no, maybe I must have got his Facebook after I went to his house. Okay, listen to the story. Because I remember, I can picture all the photos of his boyfriend now on Facebook, but I don't remember seeing that before the whole incident in the locker room happened, or the time I visited his place after playing my show. Okay, then we got Facebook thing, because I remember, okay, I have to make it make sense. Again, I'm talking 10 years ago, but I still remember so much. I played my show, and I let him know, you know, I have my show at this concert hall. This is the location. He's like, oh yeah, that's right next to my house. Come on over when you're done. And I was in college. I don't think I had anything to do other than study and be a good studious person, but you know, like why? Oh gosh, so after my concert, I was all dressed in black, my sexy, slender, black, long, professional concert pants, my polished dress shoes. I had a cute bow tie. I smelled good of perfume. I looked fierce. I was fierce for my show. The show I did, actually, I stood out so much. As a good performer, I don't stand out wearing black, but I'm talking about my outfit, but I really stood out. I was the music was fierce. I was a fierce performer, and good things happened from this thing. Producers were in the audience. They couldn't keep their eyes off me, literally, and they paid me to travel to New York to perform for their shows because they liked me so much. So it was a good experience, and I was very fierce for the show. It was a very fierce show, so I was very fierce in the attitude. You know when you wake up and you're just like in a bitch mood because of something? Well, then you're going to be a beep for the rest of the day, and everything's going to be a beep response because you're already mad about one thing. If you wake up on the good side of the bed and you're really happy and thankful and humble and gracious, that's going to reflect in everything else you do for the rest of the day, or at least up until something bad happens. So I was in a very fierce look at me type of attitude for my show. I knew people were looking at me. I felt good. I was very happy with my life. Anyway, so I was really feeling it. I was feeling myself. And so I remember after the show, I went to his place. And he didn't meet me downstairs. He told me the code. He was in a fancy building. Like, you had to punch in to get through. Punch in to get through. Punch in a number to get the elevator to go to his floor. And then he told me the number, and I walked to his room. And he opened the door. And I was like, oh, hey. What was his name again? What are we calling him? Brussels sprouts, toothbrush, popcorn. I don't know. I don't even know. We're calling him Southern boy. And he had alcohol in his breath, so he was always drinking. He was already drinking. And he's like, do you want some? And I was like, sure, why not? I'm done my show. All I have to do is go home and study. That can wait. That can wait. So I remember he gave me a shot glass and poured vodka, I think it was. I'm very good at drinking. I don't need a chaser. I don't care what it is except tequila. I cannot have tequila. Give me tequila and I feel sick for the rest of the day, even if it's one sip. I hate the flavor. Any kind of vodka, any kind of rum, whiskey. I like wine too, but wine gets me sick because of the sulfites. But vodka is always easy for me. Any kind. Smooth, unsmooth, I don't care. I'll do it. I'll take it like a champ. I won't even cough. I mean, I might go, but that's it. And I remember he gave me the shot. I took a shot. And immediately we went to town. Standing at the doorway. And he must have been a pleaser, or I don't know, but he went straight down to his knees again, just like he did in the locker room at the restaurant. And I'm standing there in my concert outfit, my professional shiny black shoes, my bow tie, my slender black pants, and I'm standing there. I still have my violin on my back because it was like a book bag violin case. Wow, this is so annoying. Seeing the stain on my shirt. I'm so sorry. I'm very messy when I eat. See, I would never... Good thing I'm married because I would never get a boy ever again. Look at this. I am so... Oh, that's so much better. Or maybe it's worse. Tell me in the comments. But yeah. And, it felt good, and I was excited, and it felt fun. But I remember that he's like, let's go to the couch. So we go to the couch, and we're kissing, and we're talking. And I'm looking around his house, you know. And he has this bookshelf with all of these picture frames of him and another man. And it's the same man. And I'm noticing it, but we're like kissing, and he's going down there, and I'm just like, you know, tapping his head. Good job. I'm just looking around, probably feeling great, but I'm like, wait a minute, who's this guy? I look behind. Oh, there he is. And I remember when we didn't finish. Oh, yes, we did. He finished. He was taking care of himself while he was taking care of me. I didn't even do anything. It just was done. And I remember asking him when he finished, I was like, in a jokingly way, like, who's this guy, by the way? Is this your friend, family? And he's like, oh yeah, that's my husband. And I was like, oh. That's literally my reaction. I was like, oh. Oh. And I remember, like, just a stunned look on my face, like a deer in headlights, like, oh. Oh. And then he proceeded to tell me that their relationship wasn't good. He wasn't treating him right. They'd been together for like 8 years or something crazy. He met when he was a teenager. And this guy now is the Southern boy, not the grad student who got with the older women. The Southern boy was a lot older, I think 28 or something. He said he met like 10 years, 8 years or something ago. He was a teenager. So do the math. He must have been 26 then, and he was 18 when they met. Is that correct math? 8 years. And I was like, where is he? And he's like, oh, he's at work. And I was just like, oh. I didn't know this. Oh. Yeah. I know it's funny too. I mean, this was back in 2011. And then a couple of years ago, when I was in Colombia, like 2 or 3 years ago, which was 2017, 18, so a good 6 years later, I thought of this person, typed his name on Facebook, went onto his Facebook, and they're still together. Because after this moment of like in his house, I was like, we eventually exchanged Facebooks. I could see like the school he went to and all of his friends and stuff, and And we still talked after this. This did not turn me off. Like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, I was kind of like cautious, but he eventually told me, or maybe soon after, I know he eventually told me that they've been experimenting with other people because their marriage isn't doing very good and they're not going to be miserable. If anything, this is something to look forward to. And I remember him the last time I talked to him, he told me that they were splitting for good and they were both seeing other people regularly. They just didn't make it official yet or something like that. So I guess I was kind of a homewrecker. I didn't know. I didn't know, but do you think I was the first one? This guy must have had someone else in there every other day. I mean, the way it was like, when I first met him, grabbed my hand. Well, aren't you a fine looking fella? Text me, come on to the locker room. I mean, he was ready for excitement. Well, and if you're together for 8 years and things are sour, you're gonna say, I have one life. I'm gonna die in 40 years. I'm living my life now. And that's what some people do. I'm not condoning affairs. I'm not saying having an affair is a good thing. I think it's terrible. It says a lot about you and your relationship. And but all I'm trying to say is that they are common. 50% of people get a divorce. It's literally half of the country, and half of those 50%, it's because of infidelity. So it kind of happens with humans. We're all kind of like sneaky. So I stayed in contact with him. I don't think I ever saw him again. Oh, no, I did. Oh, yes, I did. But nothing like intercourse, anything crazy. It was just the same thing. Him going on his knees. I think he was just... yeah. One other time. In the same apartment. And I remember asking, like, where's, you know... Oh yeah, he's grocery shopping. He was like doing something like grocery shopping. Like he's gonna be back in like an hour and a half, like make it quick. And I happened to be in the area. Again, something for violin probably, so that was my little bad moments. But in justification, I feel like it was his fault because he didn't tell me in the get-go, and I'm not gonna, you know, if someone's doing that to you and flirting that hard, you don't ask if he didn't have a wedding ring or anything. I mean, when you're 19, you don't even think to ask. You feel like, if you're married, you don't do that. If you are married, if you aren't married, you do that. Like it didn't even occur to me that this person might not be single. Like it didn't even occur to me. I was 19, so so that was another person from my job. So we had the cook who liked me. Recap. We had the cook who used to look me up and down. Never did anything with him, even though now that I look back, I'm like, oh, that would have been really fun. Because he was older too. The host of the restaurant, cute Latino, never did anything. The Southern boy who came on like replacement when someone was sick, I was always because he was so helpful too. Like even after that moment, I still saw him maybe once or twice a month if he came in to fill up for someone's shift. Or I don't think he was filling in for anyone in particular. I think he was just a part-time employee at the place. And our schedules happened to cross paths. Or, you know, cross. But he would be nice. He wouldn't see that I have 5 tables and they're all very busy. And he has 4 and they're not really doing much. He literally would go like fill up someone's water for me. Or like go give someone silverware. Or take some dirty plates off of their table for me, and he'd walk past me like, got this for you. You know, he was nice. And yeah, he was going behind his husband's back. I don't know if he eventually found out. I don't remember if he told him. Okay, I have to be honest with you. He must have told him because his boyfriend, friended me on Facebook. I never, ever met his... Excuse me, husband. Never met his husband. Ever met him. And his husband friended me on Facebook and sent photos of himself to me. And also, what else did he say? He sent me links to him. This is a video. Why am I even saying this? I'm going to spell it out for the kids so they don't know. P-O-R-N. Sent me links of him. Photos and videos of him with very famous P-O-R-N stars. Back when he was younger. This guy was older. I think he was like 40s or something, 50s. I think he was 40s, but he drank too much alcohol, looked really unhealthy. they drank nonstop. Both of them did, and they smoked. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to describe him to you. He was very wrinkly and bloodshot eyes and just looked unhealthy. But I remember looking at his age. He was like 40, but he looked like 58. Like, just looked old. And every single photo they had on Facebook was them drinking and drinking and drinking. And I went back a second time, remember, to Southern Boy's place, and he was drinking the other time as well. So he's always drinking. Both of them were drinking. So I just think it was an alcohol thing. Alcohol ages you guys. I don't drink that much. Food ages you too, but can't have too many vices in my life. And I'm not being critical, because look at me, I eat like a pig. I'm just saying, I'm trying to describe it. It's a story. But yeah, I remember him sending photos and saying, like, do you like, I don't remember anything specifically that he said to me. I just remember it was flirtatious as well, and it included photos and links to videos and like, oh, I would love to meet you with Southern Boy, you know, let's meet together. And I remember feeling intimidated, like, I feel like I did something wrong. You're also older. I was also nervous too, seeing that he was like doing PRN in the past, or I don't know if he's even still doing it. I don't know anything about that. Especially at the time, I never met anyone that did that kind of stuff. I was like, it was a big, like, oh, no. So I never got to meet the person, but I know he knew of me. Interesting. So, there's one story about the host, a story about the cook, a story about the fill-in waiter, a story about the other waiter who liked to get with older women. Now there's a story about another gay waiter who was at American University. So I was at CUA. The Southern Boy, I don't know if he was still in school. I don't think so. But the guy that was into the older women, he was at GW, George Washington University, which is that an Ivy League? I think they had a big scandal, didn't they, with like kids like cheating to get accepted into the school. And then this boy was from American University, the one I'm going to tell you. He was half Asian, half white, tall, very skinny, dark hair. And he did not like me. He had his nose stuck up in the air every time he walked past me. I'm a very friendly, bubbly guy. Like, you see me now on YouTube, I'm like, ha 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 ha. I've always been that way. I've always been good in social situations. I mean, yeah, I get nervous sometimes, especially if people are going on their knees. And I'm like, oh, hello. You know, everyone freezes up at one point or another. But in general, I feel like I'm good at talking to people, breaking the ice, and making people feel good. That's been one of my strong suits, which is why all of my previous jobs, besides the violin one, which still required somewhat of decent people skills, I worked in retail and I worked in the restaurant, both of which I was working with customers, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, you know, always customers. So I don't think it was me. I'm sure I tried introducing myself. I'm sure I shook his hand and said hello. I'm sure I smiled when I saw him. I smile when I see people. I'm sure, and this was one of my first jobs out of my house. Like, I'm back in the house, I'm back in the basement, but when I was on my own in Washington, D.C., this was one of my first jobs. So I was very enthusiastic about making my own money and working, putting in effort and getting something in return. So this guy did not like me. Every time he would walk past me, nose up in the air, but I would see him laughing and giggling with the girls. I would see him laughing and giggling with other guys. Not the Southern Boy who came in sometimes, but some of the other boys. One of the guys who also, man, some of these people were working a lot of shifts. I was just thinking of another guy. Let's call him Onion Ring. Onion Ring not only worked at our restaurant, but worked at the restaurant right across the street, and did third part-time work at, like, they worked 70 hours a week. These people hustled for their money. I mean, Washington, D.C. is very expensive too. Any major city is. And but he told me he wasn't struggling. He said that actually I was actually going to leave my current restaurant to go to the other fancy restaurant across the street, because he said he would make a good $350 in a good night, like $350 in tips in a day. That is good. For some people, that's half the rent. If you're just renting out a room somewhere, you do half your rent in a day. It was good. You know, he was making good money, so it pays off. You're probably thinking, where the hell are you living in Washington, D.C., where your rent's $600 a month? I just said a room, okay? A room in someone's house. A room. Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, this boy, he would talk to that boy. He was straight, so I knew it wasn't like a gay-to-gay thing. Like, ooh, you know, sometimes straights and gays don't always talk and chit-chat very well. Me and Eric do. It really depends more so on the straight guy than the gay guy, if I just had to be honest. Because usually the judgment is not coming from the gay person, like, ew, you're straight. It's usually the other way around. It's the straight person say, oh, you're gay. Like, it's not usually coming from the gay person. The gay person's the minority, the one that feels like they're doing something wrong, or they're, you know, forbidden to go into heaven. That's bullied and targeted. Like, it's usually the gay person that's on the defense. Offense is the straight. Not most, but often in that situation, yes. So he would talk to other gay people, would talk to the straight guys, always laughing with them, with the girls, and never ever would like talk to me, never would say hello, never. I don't know whatever I did to this person. I don't remember ever having a problem with him, other than I would get nasty looks. He wouldn't say hello. It'll be like I would come in to clock in. It'll be onion rings and French fry and Southern boy. We're all folding napkins, getting things ready to start our shift. He'd be there. I'd be like, hey guys, how's it going? And we'd be like, hey Nick. Oh, hey Nick, how's it going? Oh, I'm good. He wouldn't even look up from folding. That's him. His nose was so high, something was stuck so far up his butt. And I don't know if it was jealousy. What was it to be jealous of? We both had the same job. It's not like it was a competition for like salary, who has better pay. We both get paid the same, probably. Tips, unless he's like a superb waiter and I'm a terrible waiter, the difference in our tips won't really be that drastic. That, you know, would cause tension. There's no competition, really. We're getting tipped about between 10 to 20% per table. And there's no competition. We were giving people food. So, I don't know what I ever did to this boy. But I always got mean looks and very bad vibes. I think he was jealous. I should look him up on Facebook right now. I forget his name, actually. But you know how creepy Facebook is? You'll log into your Facebook and it'll be like, oh, you know, it's recommending people to you. Now, he didn't show up and recommended, but Facebook started recommending people to me that I used to be friends with on old Facebook accounts with different emails that I deleted from a decade ago. People I knew in high school and middle school and band camp and church camp. It'll just start recommending, oh, you know Rachel, you know lady, you know this boy. Oh yeah, you know this guy. Consider sending a friend request. I'm like, wait a minute. Washing off my glasses. Is that Jonathan from band camp 2005? Like, Facebook knows that we knew each other. It is the creepiest thing. You guys must experience this. So creepy. I've been recommended to people that I've never even thought to think about, that I would have forgotten for the rest of my life. And it's this little reminder, oh, you knew them for a blink in time. You knew of them. You passed by them in the hallway between first and second period going to science class. They were 2 grades ahead of you. Their brother played the flute in your band camp. Like just the strangest things. And Facebook knows. So I think I would be able to find this person if I search hard enough. Looking at Southern Boy, who's friends with a manager, who's friends with another manager, who was good friends with this stuck-up nose boy, because they were always talking. Did they ever do anything he was gay too? Everyone was gay. I'm sorry. Gay restaurant. Gay restaurant. I'm sure I could track him down. It was really creepy, but I'm sure I could. The southern boy, who's friends with a manager, and that manager was friends with the other manager, and not the woman manager, or there's like 5 managers. That manager used to always flirt and go out, and they would go drinking too. I used to see on his Facebook. I was friends with that southern boy's manager friend, and he would have photos of him and the stuck-up boy drinking and going to parties and stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, I want to get my phone. Do you ever feel the need to just like look up your past? Probably not. Sometimes I always wonder. Especially the high school times, I was picked on, bullied, made fun of, called all these names, followed home from school to the bus, all this stuff. I mean, I was targeted. It was rough being a gay guy. That was one good thing I liked about Glee, that TV show. It really made... Ooh, there's a fly. There's a fly. The food's done, so... Watch, 2 hours into this video, people are gonna be like, I lost my appetite. Okay, because you ate for those 2 hours, sit down. No, you didn't. You're done. Let's be real. If you're here, you're listening to my stories. So, bye-bye, fly. I'm actually happy I just got the fly. And before you say anything, it's just protein. I'll eat it. I've eaten cockroaches, silkworm, crickets, frog legs. Watch my Thailand videos. I ate all those things. Live bugs. Anyways, oh yeah, so high school was hard for me and people didn't think I would succeed. Some of my teachers did. Actually, the other day I was going through all my old college bins. I had all of these bins of cards and awards, trophies, medals, photos, yearbooks, and I was going through my yearbook and looking at the photos of people. I remember people who were so cruel to me. And some of the teachers really believed in me. I remember when I graduated, I got this pin from one of my teachers. I didn't really know her that well, but she really believed in me. She loved my violin music. Oh, I played at her daughter's wedding. She was an older woman. Her cousin's wedding. Her sister's wedding. She actually recommended me to her sister. So I played violin, you know, made a couple $100. Played, there's another fly. I can't even do this right now. This is disgusting. Who let the door open? Well, good thing I'm done with my food. There's never bugs down here. What the hell? Anyways, come back to life. Someone's gonna make a cringe compilation of me swatting flies. My belly was probably hanging out and everything. Oh, it's just water weight though. Let's get back to the story. Anyways. One of my teachers, she taught me computer science. Well, her sister had a wedding. She had me play for her wedding, blah, blah. Anyways, when I graduated, she wrote me a little card with a pin to stick on my graduation robe that said, like, you're gonna go far, you're so talented, you have this energy about you that's gonna be successful, blah, blah. There's teachers that believed on me. My 4th grade teacher always thought I was gonna be on Broadway. In middle school and high school, in my yearbook, I was most likely to be on Broadway. And I didn't even sing or act. I was just theatrical in everything about me, and the music too. I was always winning awards like first chair violinist here, first chair violinist here, promoted to regional orchestra here. I actually wasn't the best in, like, I didn't even go to All-State because I got in trouble. That's a whole nother story. I could have gone to All-State maybe, so I wasn't like the best of the best thing that ever walked on earth, but I was good enough for the high school that I got recognized a lot, and they used to announce my name on the speaker like all the time for different things, which I liked the attention, but also made me feel funny because then everyone in the class would look at me like, oh, that's him. Oh, playing his damn tuba. Anyways, so I would like to kind of sneakily spy on my former classmates from high school who thought I wouldn't go far. Not like I'm far now, but I'm doing something with my life. I think it's kind of cool to be like, I have 1 million followers. I mean, I'm not one to brag, but I'm sure they thought I would be a loser, you know, playing my tuba. Because they definitely treat me that way. And I would be curious to stalk these people's Facebooks. Facebook will probably tell me who they are and tell me how to get there. Because Facebook knows everything, this creepy website. And I want to see what they're doing with their lives. I've done this before. Like, I just have this urge to go back and do a little walk down memory lane. And some of my former classmates have children. They have children, which is not so hard to believe. I'm going to be 28 next May. It's like, I should have 2 kids by now. I can't imagine. Well, listen, you know, you wouldn't want me to have children, literally because of what I did two videos ago. I am not one to have children. Doesn't matter if I'm gay, whatever. I could have adopted. I could have made a baby anyway. Maybe I'm bi. Well, I am bi. You don't know. I could have a child right now. And that makes me feel so weird. I'm not even gonna lie. I know some people get that baby urge, especially girls around like 22, 23. Or at least they say they do. Some don't. And I'm glad that society doesn't push it as much anymore as they did when my mom was 22. Now it's like, no, take care of yourself. No, girl, how long have you been with that boo for? That boo has 5 kids with 5 different women. No, boo, go get your education. No, boo, make your money and you get comfortable first. No, boo, get your own house, get half of it paid off, then make a baby. Like, I think women are starting to, realizing that there's more to their lives than making babies, and they don't have to. The world already has enough people, and it's gonna be scary in the next couple thousand years where everyone's gonna go and what we're gonna eat, because there's not gonna be nothing left. But we're not gonna think about that, are we? There's gonna be no fish left. Okay, let's think happy thoughts. But in general, I think, not even from the whole like population scare, and people really get scared over the whole climate change thing too. You know, what are my kids gonna, what kind of world are they gonna live in? Let me just not have kids at all. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that people should even, I'm just saying it happens. Just acknowledging that it happens, that's all. Before I get all political, which I won't. Yeah, so I would like to see what they're doing. And part of me really wants to go to my 10-year graduation reunion, which is next year. I graduated 2010. I would like to kind of walk down the hallway. Hey guys, remember me? You used to push me up against the wall. You used to call me FAG. You used to beat me up after school. You used to pick on me in PE, throw basketballs at my head. You used to call me names and say I was nothing. You used to spit in my face. You used to make me feel horrible about myself. And now I'm famous. And what do you do? And I'm not one to brag, but that would feel good to know that I rose above, and I didn't just, you know, do nothing, which I kind of did for a little bit. I was on food stamps and kind of slugging around and not really trying and felt discouraged. But, and again, it's not like I'm a great person who deserves all these followers. Let's be real. All I do is eat food. But I do believe that most people aren't here because of my food. Because let's face it, I'm not the most polite eater in the world. I make good thumbnails, but other than that, this is not like anything special. It looks like a shit show. I think people like to feel my energy. I feel like people like to connect with me in some way. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I hear that feedback every single day I open up my DMs. Nick, you gave me comfort during my miscarriage. Nick, I lost my mother this year and your videos cheered me up. Nick, I have no friends. I'm a senior in high school and you're my friend and I eat lunch with you every day. Nick, like all these types of things, I feel like people are here for the energy I have for life and telling stories, and I don't know. And it makes me feel good to know that I'm doing something that makes me happy and makes other people happy, that has a big number attached to it. You know, it's like revenge to the bullies. Look where I am now. What are you doing? Yeah, and then some people are still in school. I know this one friend, I went to high school with her. She's getting her PhD. So she has 2 degrees already. She's getting her doctorate. Have another friend connection. She's in Europe. working at embassies, interning. I mean, some of my classmates went far and beyond to do great things. One of them could be president one day. And then you have other people who probably might feel a little lost. You know, is it wrong to like, is it wrong to feel happy? Not happy, but like, karma. What word do I want to describe that? Spiteful or glee. Is it wrong to feel gleeful when the person who picked on you in school is scrubbing bathroom floors to pay their rent? And that bully used to say you wouldn't go far or you're not worth it. Not to say that if you scrub bathrooms, see, that's why I'm saying, is it wrong to say that? Because there's people who take pride in their job and they're happy they can scrub bathroom floors because they're making money and maybe they love what they do. Maybe they're a great cleaner. Maybe cleaning is easy for them. So I really don't want to, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but my mom always said to me when I was getting picked on and stuff, she would say, Nick, you're going to be playing your violin on a stage. People are going to be paying $100 a ticket to see you perform. And you know what Jonathan's going to be doing? The guy who keeps picking on you. He's going to be saying, you want a combo or just the entree? You want fries with that? That's what Jonathan's going to be doing. And again, she didn't say that to belittle people who had those jobs, because I had one myself. I worked in restaurants. She did it to show me that karma comes to get people with jobs where you probably, most likely, don't love what you do. You're doing it because it puts food on your table. Just trying to paint the image for me that, you know, I'll be on stage doing what I love, working for myself, playing my music, and making people feel something through my performance. And Jonathan would be saying, do you want fries with that? It wasn't to belittle that type of work. It was to say, you work for yourself and you work to make you happy. He works for someone else and he works to put food on the table. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's a distinction. I think everyone aims to do what they love. But Oprah Winfrey did say, sometimes you have to do what you have to do before you can do what you want to do. So that's why I'm not trying to belittle working at restaurants. I did it myself. I had a great time, clearly, in that locker room. Shoot. But I hope that helps people watching this who do get picked on. Shine your light and go far. And one day you'll look back and you'll get this little sense of, ooh, I don't know the right word for it. Not happiness. You're not happy. It's karma. It's not revengeful. It's something of those two combined. Spite, gleeful. Put all those words together. What word am I looking for? You're gonna be like, You're gonna be doing something that you love. And those people who abused you in school are gonna be doing something because they have to do it. And you're gonna be doing what you want to do. You're gonna work for yourself. You're gonna chase your dreams. And they're gonna work for someone else. At least that's what my mom would say to me, and it helped me keep going. You know, I hope that makes sense. I hope I do not get a stream of hate comments who say, I work at McDonald's, and Nick is saying I have no importance for me in this world, that my job is substandard, that I am inferior because I hand people French fries. That's not what I'm saying. You missed the point. It's beyond that. It's more about initiative and... Shoot, I don't even know the right words. Maybe I should take that part out. Hey, it's what my mom told me to make me feel better, and I'm telling the truth. If I go to my high school reunion and the boy who literally beat me up in the hallway and threw books at me, if I see that, you know, he ain't living his best life, I'm gonna feel happy because I'm living my best life. And karma comes to get you. What you put out, you get back. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a very natural human instinct. It's natural to get a little the side eye, knowing the person who looked you down for years, who said you can't do it, is watching you do it. So anyways, not saying I ever had ambition to be a mukbanger, that's for sure, but life unfolded this way for me, and I don't know why, but it did. And here I am today on my YouTube channel, eating food and sharing my life, and thanks for being here. What a wild ride this was. I really didn't think it would go this long. I didn't see, this is what happens. Let me just be truthful. I do not ever come to, well, sometimes I do, but most of the time I do not come here knowing what I'm gonna say. I come here talking about the food. I eat the food, my mind starts wandering, and I talk about whatever comes to my mind. So today we talked about the cook, the waiter, the southern boy, the mean stuck-up boy, haters. That southern boy though, oof. That was exciting. And he used to always send me text messages or Facebook messages like, let's go further, if you know what I mean. Let's pound. And we never did. And you know what? I don't care. Honestly, I've always said this. It's better to imagine things than actually doing it. I've always felt that way, other than my husband, because you're not fully relaxed with strangers, even if you're friends. You're fully relaxed with someone that you can fart next to, and someone that's watched you thrown up from being sick, or someone that's seen every bad angle of you. Like, that's when things feel really good, because you're 100% comfortable. When it came to, that's why I never really hooked up, ever. Like, yes, he went down on me those 2 times, but that was, I can count them on my hand, the number of times I hooked up in college. I was actually very studious. And I never really, would have intercourse, ever. Except for my ex. Well, that doesn't count, you know. Yeah. And I've tried since leaving college, you know. It's always better in my head. Is it like that for you? It just, you have to get ready, you're tense, they don't push that button. Like, everyone has their button. I have a couple set of buttons. Only Orland knows those buttons, and it took him lots of practice. And it's different from his buttons, and it takes practice. Like, I'm not gonna get in the car, waste my gas, sit in traffic. I'm gonna have to take a shower, I'm gonna have to do all this stuff and get on. Like, not saying I wouldn't take a shower for Orland, I shower every day, but you know what I mean? Like, extra showered, extra fucking cut my toenails. I don't even think about my toenails half the time. Now I have to cut my toenails. I have to sit in the car and spend all this money, and then I'm nervous and I have to go there, and I have to, and they don't even do it right, and I don't feel good. And then halfway through, I'm thinking about, you know, pizza, and I just want to eat pizza, and I just want to go home. I remember even the little thing that happened in Los Angeles. Halfway through, I wanted it to end. I kept thinking about Orland and filming mukbang. That's all. I just thought about mukbangs and Orland as something was happening. It's always better in my head than in real life. In real life, I just want to go home. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to lay there. I don't know what have to. You want me to? So much work. Like, I want to lay there, and that's it. I want to go home. Oh. So the southern boy, that's getting me all excited now. I'm not like, it's better in my head, that's all I'm saying. I'm sure if he was here right in front of me, we wouldn't actually do anything, because it's better in my head. And the times that I have, I just want to go home, eat pizza, and go to sleep. I don't feel like doing this anymore, it's too much work. So, anyways, thank you for watching my show. This was more so for the adults, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Well, again, the kids wouldn't have made it this long anyway, so If you made this long, don't forget to put cheese in your cheese emojis in your comment right now. Let me know that you made it this far. Put cheese emojis in your comment. Write the word cheese in your comment. And I got to go. This cheeseburger was terrible. I love my gas station cheese curds. The spaghetti and chicken parmesan was outstanding. I love this. Definitely recommend it. Olive Garden. The nachos was pretty gross. The onion rings had great flavor. The ones from Carl's Jr., but they had no crunch, even though when I fried them again. They must not have the right kind of batter. Or maybe I didn't fry them long enough. Chick-Fil-A French fries are just okay. Same with I'm not really into French fries. The chicken sandwich was great. I ate all my Jollibee chicken, so that tells you about that. My Arby's French fries, loaded curly fries, are always good. But potato cakes that the lady made hell for me are still in the fridge. And I'm gonna be eating those later tonight or tomorrow. I'm just gonna refry them. But then I'll have to sit in the car. Tomorrow's Sunday, so it's gonna be lots of people out. And before you say that's gross, I'm refrying it, so it doesn't matter. Mozzarella sticks were delicious. What else am I forgetting? My breadstick from Olive Garden was pretty good. I loved my Alfredo dip from Olive Garden. It's not like your your instant Alfredo like what I do. That comes from Walmart, like in a jar. That liquid cheese. This is this gets hard. It's like butter. It clogs your arteries and clogs the pan. It's like a homemade type of Alfredo. It's actually the same type of Alfredo that they have on their Alfredo fettuccine noodles. Anyways, I'm gonna quit talking. This was long enough. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about my life back when I was 19 years old in Washington, D.C. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you're watching this in bed, go to sleep. It's getting late. If you're watching this chilling in the afternoon and you still want more, check out my other videos. I have lots for you to enjoy. I have many channels. Nikocado 1, Nikocado 1, 2, and 3. I have an ASMR channel called Noodle King. My husband has a channel called Orlin Home. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both of which are Nikocado Avocado. And I will, and Facebook, Nikocado Avocado. And I'll see you guys for my big announcement in a couple of days. Stay tuned. It is going to be huge. And I think you guys are going to be very excited for it. So without further ado, thank you. I take my bow. And I will see you guys on YouTube here in a couple of days. And I'll see you on my third channel, my daily posting channel, Nikocado 3. I'll see you there probably today. Because I post every day. I'm posting this too the same day. So I'll see you down over there. Bye. Thank you for your time. It means a lot to me. Peace out.